get this thing going. So just quick, I think everyone knows each other, obviously, but my name's Alyssa Kanadik. I know you, Aaron, Tony, and Mary. Thank you for joining us too. Sorry, this chair is like in the way.
It keeps me off of camera.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to put it right in front of you? And this is Sheena, and obviously Ross and Carrie, and then we have another team member, Randy Smith. He's not able to make it, but Sheena and Randy joined us after we had kind of put out to the community that we were looking for volunteers to help us organize everything. So we've made a lot of progress since before the holidays, and now we're at a junction where we're actually getting like the finite details taken care of. We don't know what we're doing, so this has been an interesting learning process between creating the committee and then kind of bringing back some of the beloved traditions that we used to have in town. So, Aaron, do you want to start with us just going over the kind of like the plan and the strategy that we had thought of? So, let's break it up by parade. I think that makes the most sense. So, Parade 1, Memorial Day Parade. We want this to be, I know in the past it had been a long route, and the parade I think took nearly an hour and a half to 2 hours to complete. We had suggested and kind of agreed upon as a committee that we would just keep it short and simple. Enter from West Street onto Main Street at that intersection and march all the way through Main Street, ending at Gleason Court and having a safe exit for majority of participants onto the Gleason Court area. The parade would step off at 11, and depending on how quickly everyone moves, really, and the pace we set, I guess, we would anticipate it taking probably, what, like 30 to 30 minutes, maybe. So it's not really intended to be a very long parade, but kind of a just trying to maximize time and effort and energy. So I did connect with Ben Tassino today about using the GBI parking lot on West Street as like a safe staging area, drop-off area for participants, but also a place where we can get organized to set everyone up for the parade before we actually enter onto Main Street. Cool. And then in terms of participation, we're not really sure what to expect for the Memorial Day Parade. Obviously, this parade is more like focused on reverence and things like that. So we're not like having people throw candy and stuff like that. It's going to be more focused on reflection. I think the Independence Day Parade will be different in that sense. So anyways, participation, I don't know how many people we're going to have yet. We're recruiting people actively. So some of the notes I had were, we had thought about Gleason Street being a good exit point, but thinking about the swing for larger, if there are larger trucks or trailers or things like that, that might be kind of a hard swing. So I don't know if we'd have to consider a different exit strategy there, or if that's even the optimal.
Like if you were to have somebody with a float, or like
Well, I think for Memorial Day Parade, I think honestly, because the 250th parade is kind of like going to be the big parade. I mean, this is just my vision. I would think that the Memorial Day Parade should be more of some people marching. You know, I don't know. I thought you had mentioned that possibly the high school band.
Yes, the high school will.
So we have the band. Yep. We'd have people marching. I don't know if I believe the other Boy Scout troop had responded in the forms that they wanted to march. I would want to know if this troop would want to march. Girl Scouts. So I don't know that we would have like giant vehicles that would have to turn. Just mostly bodies.
Or marching.
The only thing,
maybe fire trucks.
That's the only thing I was thinking is first responders. Could we But they went down to like, well, it
Well, I
used to go
still
down,
think,
used to
even
go.
if it's a single truck, like, I think our biggest fire truck, if it were to swing wide, I think would still make Gleason Court with the
Yeah.
road shut down.
Or if
So-
we were to, if the people were to, I don't know if this is stupid, but could the people go Gleason and the fire vehicles go down Cook? Because that's kind of the end of the parade, right? It might,
Yeah.
they're kind of,
Yeah, they may want to return to station.
Yeah, so if there's no after action.
No,
Yeah,
it's
on the
they can just
Memorial, yeah.
peel off
you
and
know,
then.
larger
Yeah.
vehicles could go down Cook Street, you know, and then people could turn up Gleason, maybe,
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be ideal.
you know?
Okay.
That we're not trying to have
Or
fire trucks
if-
make that weird corner by the post
Yeah.
office, with a lot of people gathering at that end of picking up
Mhm.
people and
Mm-hmm.
chaos. The vehicles can just go this way. I mean,
Okay.
um,
I think some of the volunteers that we've had, maybe with like large tractors and things like that, they
Mhm.
may be interested in the
Okay,
Memorial Day
but they
parade
could
too.
probably go down Cook Street too,
Okay.
right?
But even still, if it's like a tractor with a hay wagon or something, you're saying, or pulling a trailer, is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think something along those lines.
I think they'd make that turn if they wanted to. I mean, we're going
They're
up-
just gonna disperse.
Yeah,
so.
when you go to Gleason, what's the action after that?
Well, so we would need to pick a safe place for participants to get out of the way and gather, I guess, for like parent pickup and things like
Mhm.
that for the students. So, I
Because depending on the
maybe
size,
the
that-
post
that would
office
get-
parking lot, so they don't have to go all the way up the hill. But I don't
When
know.
we've had the car show, we've had cars trailered in, and they've gone.
Well, you gotta remember-
They've made the corner.
This is on a Saturday,
Yes.
so the post office open till noontime.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're only 45 minutes off from 11, the post office will still be open.
Mm.
Officially.
Technically, they wouldn't be accessible if we have the parade route going to Gleason Court, though. Would that be a problem?
I didn't think of the post office.
I didn't either.
I think in that time of the year, what would Soldiers Field activity be with games and such?
Probably busy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be easy to just pull off down Mechanic Street and everybody dump out in Soldiers Field, but if they're
Mm.
playing games, I don't know, I don't have a contact for the recreation
And we
committee,
might want to
but
kind of revisit that, just because.
Yeah, I don't know about the
What?
post
Okay.
office.
I like the
Anything
layout,
like-
but it just hit me like the post office is going to be open.
Mm.
So why don't we just have them go around up and get off at that first primary school? It's like halfway up. That building.
That's Gleason Court. And technically, it's past
Would we be,
the post
would
office.
that be significant enough where it interrupts the post office actions if we're just going by them? Would that
Well,
be
yeah,
a big
I
issue?
think it would.
Because the road would be
Because the road
closed.
is
Yeah.
closed. In the years prior, was there always on, what, Memorial Day Parade, was it always on a Sunday or that
Usually a
Monday?
Sunday.
Sunday,
Was it,
yeah.
was on a Sunday?
What's the date you're planning that?
Saturday, May 25th.
Thank you.
23rd, sorry.
I mean, even,
25th is actually Memorial Day.
we could bump it up an hour
23rd?
to
You mean to-
noontime,
Yeah.
and then
Yes, the
post
23rd.
office is closed, and it kind of alleviates all that.
Yeah.
I agree. So we kind of had that route and we all agreed and loved it.
Because I like the route. I
Mm-hmm.
or if I may add,
Mm-hmm.
what about just end up here and you can do a final observance at the memorial?
Oh, yeah. So,
There's just two memorials.
Take-
Right, you're right,
You're right.
right, and then,
The fire
Where all
department
that
can peel
parking-
off and everybody
Yeah.
else can.
You know what?
mhm.
And then we got the
Yeah.
parking lot here for parent pickup and all that
yeah,
stuff.
that
too.
is a great idea.
will that give enough,
Is this open on
will that give enough area for people to gather on the sides to see, you know, I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's gotta be a huge parade, but yes, I guess it would, because it would come down west.
That would make sense, because they got
And
the
then up
memorial
to-
across the
Yeah, I
street.
love that
the
idea.
memorial's across
Yeah.
the street.
Then we wouldn't have to.
We wouldn't have to worry about the post office.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice if it went through Main Street, but then at the same time, you have all the businesses there too. How long is traffic gonna be closed for people
Right.
getting gas
Right.
and going in and out?
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the church would allow people to gather on the lawn as
Yeah.
a designation
Mhm.
point.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So to review, the step off would be from West Street onto Main Street, march all the way to Depot, where everyone would take a right up to Depot Street.
Yeah.
And technically we would end at this, where am I? This memorial and do some sort of kind of like presentation or, honor. Yeah, I think that's great.
So have we been in contact with any veterans?
So I have contacted a few that I know. Lisa had mentioned that they were trying to get in touch with
Okay.
groups locally.
Who is the veterans for Douglas? Who is
I thought it was one of the McCullums, and I'm not sure. I can't say for sure.
I don't remember off the top
Last
of
time
my
I
head.
spoke with Ronnie Tatro, it was a couple of years back. And I thought he said it was one of the McCullums.
Yeah, I thought at one point it was Justin.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I don't know if it still is or I don't really know.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm just taking some notes. Okay, so I think that alleviates a lot of kind of confusion that we had in our mind. I think that's, so we all agree we're good with that?
Yeah,
Do we
yeah.
need a vote on that, or I don't know how this works, but,
Yeah, I think we should vote
Technically.
on that probably.
Yeah, probably should
Yeah.
just change a route,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
but-
to end
Figure
at
that
Depot
out.
Street rather than Gleason. Take a right on Depot.
yeah.
All right, does someone want to make a formal motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to, that we change our Memorial Day Parade route to kick off of West Street, head east on Main Street to Depot Street, take a right, and to end at the memorials outside of the Municipal Center.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
I had noticed on the response sheets for the Memorial Day Parade, that photographer who's interested, did you see that?
No, not yet.
Um,
That's great.
Yeah, somebody is interested in photographing the event.
Love it.
That's cool.
Okay.
And also, I saw your little message from Lisa about the Jenks store
Yes.
being open, so that might even be cool that we're taking
Yes.
a right.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Mhm.
gonna have displays and
Right
things
there.
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that might be pretty cool.
I agree.
Yep.
That's a very good point. Okay. Well, thank you for reorganizing our brains on that front, because that makes a lot more sense, and it also adds to the ability to, we're passing the West Street Monument and then we're adding another memorial, so this is, I think, really kind of focusing the goal even more, what we're trying to accomplish, so.
Are we stopping at these memorials? Are we saying any words here?
Well, that's why I asked, because generally there'd be a little speech
Yeah.
given in the past, and then a 21 gun salute. So I don't know if that's possible, but
Anything's possible.
taps,
Yeah,
I think that.
we can pursue that.
In the past, I mean,
Well, some
I'm
sort of-
trying to remember
Yeah.
back when our kids were in Cub Scouts. Did the Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts do any of that?
Sometimes they do color guard, depends on
Okay.
if you need them or not.
Mm.
There was usually veterans that did blanks, and the kids were always excited to go get the empty shells.
Yeah.
And there
I
was
do remember- I
usually,
remember that. That was when our kids were.
there was
back in the-
usually a religious person as well as a veteran that was at the memorials to
Yep.
say something.
Mhm.
in
The fire
Cubs.
department has a chaplain, I think.
I believe he's
Yeah.
deployed.
Okay. But maybe I can talk to Pastor Adam or the pastor, the priest at St. Dennis.
Mhm.
I know a few that I could
So
potentially
I put it out there.
request.
Would
Yeah, or
would the Troop 134 be interested in being more involved in that during the Memorial Day Parade?
Yeah. we'll do
And
that.
I believe there was if I'm not mistaken, I think the other troop was also responded that they wanted to
Okay.
also march, so I don't know if that's any
Yeah.
conflicts or any
No,
vetoes or
that's
anything
fine.
like that.
Yeah, we have no issues.
As far as,
Okay.
working together or just not, whatever, I don't know, but, all right, so we'll have to, clergyman, and then, like, so we'll have to find out who's in charge of the veterans and Douglas and
Okay.
start getting the word out. I know there's a lot of the old timers are gone, and, but,
Mhm.
you know, we have to definitely incorporate,
Definitely.
you know, we have to, and the
Well, that's what
purpose
it's
of
about,
it, and-
that's what
and-
Memorial Day is about.
Yeah, so.
Just another thought about for our staging will probably start around 10, just to give us enough time to organize people in the right order, give parents enough time to drop kids off, especially with sports and other activities going on in the morning on that day. I have alerted Douglas Youth Baseball and Soccer that this is when it's going to happen. Hopefully, maybe they can adjust some of their schedules. I know they've done that in the past, but in the case they don't, so I think we'd probably want to consider like a limiting of traffic towards West Street, so that we can begin lining people up by a certain time, probably, and then obviously then the Main Street shut down.
Yep.
So.
Using the GBI lot, it will save so much aggravation.
Okay.
Because I was thinking, you know, traditionally, what we always did, Caves Lawn. which, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
regular
right,
is,
yeah.
Right.
Like Main Street is just a mess with everybody getting dropped off, but if
Mhm.
West Street is gonna be designated as that, and everything starts, we can keep Main Street open
Mhm.
until we need to close Main Street.
Right.
So,
Okay.
They come up and stage, get ready, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll most likely shut it down between Main Street, and then I'll have Adam set up everything
Mm-hmm.
around Franklin Railroad
Mhm.
Depot, and then keep that going until we get on the move, and then obviously shut that down.
Yep.
And then probably work ahead of time, same thing with Oktoberfest, put out, the trucks are limited anyways, but we'll still give them notice.
Mm-hmm.
Heads up,
And then,
yeah.
I mean, and I think worst case scenario, it's not ideal with detours,
Mm-hmm.
so if people have to be inconvenienced for 10 minutes while traffic clears onto Depot
Right.
Street.
Yeah,
that's
if it's gonna be a
acceptable.
Mm.
quick, short parade, and it's, be
Okay.
stuck there, it's
Mm.
just like school traffic at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Right, right.
Yeah. All right.
And, if I remember correctly, all the Memorial Day parades, I was, went to Douglas. They were always kind of a quick thing, so I don't think it'll be too bad. And then even, next year when we don't have so much on our plate, we can also, if we want to really start,
Elaborate.
elaborating on it, but,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there'll be a lot more interest too, because we
Yep.
won't have that big, huge 250th parade too.
Mhm.
Right.
Then parking was the other last thought, but we could probably talk about that later. Let's,
Yeah, like no
yeah,
parking
I
zones
don't know.
or-
Yeah, no parking, but then also, where can people park? If they're gonna come
Mhm.
take it all in.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be going through between Mechanic and Cook Street. I don't think we need to do very much with that, just
Okay.
the corners.
Oh, great.
So
Mhm.
that won't be an inconvenience
Yeah.
at all. And then I think the majority of designated parking areas are
Mhm.
gonna, you'll be able to figure out what you're gonna need based on, is there 3 baseball teams marching? Is there 1?
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
A large portion of the crowd is obviously always parents of those involved with it, so.
Now,
Yeah.
do
And
the
should-
schools let you use their parking lots? Like if people want to park up there and then walk down?
I could probably reach out to the superintendent about that.
It'll be a Saturday, there won't be any really. Plus it's
Because you guys
Memorial,
had
we get the school
designated parking
closed.
up there, right, for Oktoberfest?
Do we talk with the schools, right? We work with them?
Yeah. Okay. I can,
Because it's not that too bad of a walk for
It's
people to
probably
walk.
not a problem as long as they're
yeah,
aware.
Yeah, okay. I'll take that.
You got the St. Dennis parking lot over there.
True.
It's a ways.
It's, folks that they park over there when they're gonna Oktoberfest. It's
Mhm.
closer.
Yeah.
Closer to them.
Yeah.
That's
They'll
so
also
they feel.
use Soldiers Field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, Soldiers Field.
That's actually a good segue to the Independence Day Parade and then celebration. So, shifting gears to that. So, the route, the suggested route for this is same entrance from West Street, Main Street all the way to Cook Street, left onto Cook Street, a left onto B Street, and end at Mechanic Street, Soldiers Field area. We were trying to make this one a little bit longer, and we liked the idea of ending it at Soldiers Field so that people could just, parade participants could end there and join the celebration. Parents could plan to meet there for their kids. And then it would just kind of be like all parade viewers could also kind of walk down after and just join for cookout and games and
Yeah.
face painting and stuff like that. So any logistical concerns about that?
That'll obviously be a bigger event, so we'll probably have to add some more people. And just, trying to think, make it a little bit longer but easier, but almost instead of, because you got B Street, Cook Street, A Street, there's really no issues with parking or traffic there. Like, if you could almost go down Cook Street and somehow loop around to come from like the Manchog Road side, like St. Denis side, so that the parade goes past Soldiers Field, and then you could almost, we could shut that down and you could use that area as a dispersing area instead of everybody getting into Soldiers Field and then trying to
Yeah.
get cars in and out at
Okay.
the same time.
Because then we're gonna also, the people who are gonna be setting up at Soldiers Field are gonna have to get there early, you know, we have, so there'll be a little chaos there too as well.
True.
We have food trucks and other people getting ready.
Is there a
so-
way to access Soldiers Field from the back? Like those little side streets? No.
One way to go,
Hmm.
then. One way to go.
There might be a hole in the fence
Well, Ross is
somewhere,
gonna
but that's about
Ross
it.
is gonna tractor now, so anything's possible.
Yeah, I know
The
nothing.
neighbors really don't like that.
Will the bigger
Um,
trucks, like the fire trucks, be able to make all those corners?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing where they can put those.
So
So
if we
you-
had some of the parade participants, maybe like, so say for example, like the kids, maybe they just start dispersing I don't know, at like the Soldiers Field, like
So you're
from-
suggesting we go like
I guess
Cook
it-
Street out to Gilbo and come down and around, or Cemetery Street? That's gonna make a zigzag.
yeah,
It
and
wouldn't
just,
really work.
or just come down B Street.
B
and-
Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of the thought, was to come down B Street and then straight over to Soldiers Field.
And my only thought, depending on how big it is,
Yeah.
I guess you want to try to eliminate the possibility of ending at B in Soldiers Field. And if there's still traffic or people walking or floats or vehicles bottlenecked on Main Street.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yep, I see what you're saying.
So maybe to keep motion going, we have any large
Vehicles
vehicles
go down towards
attendees
Gilboa.
just exit
Yeah.
towards Gilbo,
That's not a bad idea.
and then
Come back up. So go down.
And then when traffic's reopened, if any of them, I don't know, I don't really anticipate any of them coming back to Soldiers Field for any reason. But it's mainly for the kids who are
Yeah.
participating, like, hey, like, go into Soldiers Field now
Yeah,
and
yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah.
And then those who are in vehicles would, I think, take that right on to
And-
Mechanic
yeah.
and
Yeah,
disperse onto Gilbo Street either way.
yeah. And this spray, we are gonna have floats, and so far, looks like we
Mhm.
have probably at least 3 confirmed,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 4, so,
Yeah.
you know.
And tractors and
Yeah.
some larger vehicles, just from word of mouth that I've
Right,
had
right,
too.
right.
Yeah. Are there any rules about that that you know of?
As far as
Like,
what goes on the road,
yeah.
I'd say as long as it's safe.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
like, I don't know how the Shriners operate, but anything like that would probably be a no-go.
Yeah.
But, you know, in years past, if people are gonna have tractors and horses, the horse people were always good with having a cleanup crew.
Okay, yeah.
behind them.
Yeah, there was talk about horses possibly.
Yeah.
Behind the kids, we don't need kids.
Well,
Very
true.
well,
Yes,
with the
you were in the
walk-ins,
rear.
Well, we gotta think
Becomes a
too, if there's gonna be
minefield, yeah.
noise,
Bike riding
either gonna
through
put
it.
the horses in the beginning or the very end, because
Very
they
end.
get
Very
spooked, so
end,
we have to,
Good point.
we have to worry about certain horses,
Because
you know,
even
with
if they
noise
scoop it
and-
up, there's still a little remnant
Yeah,
still left on the
yeah.
tar.
I'm just thinking, you know, I don't want anybody riding a horse in a parade and then they get spooked and then now we have issues. You know, so maybe we put them, if we even get them to come, but
Mm.
maybe at the end.
I saw a lot of suggestions about asking, so
Yeah.
I think it's
What's the
only
date
fair.
for that?
We,
There
it was
a-
actually, this was actually a cool idea.
That one
from-
is June
27th.
Yeah,
I heard 23rd and 27th.
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 Yeah. We, one of our friends actually had this idea, and I don't know if it would be logistically possible or safe, but, again, if we do get involved with having this, trail riding group come, this person had suggested, I just thought it was neat, in the very beginning of the parade, before the parade actually starts, is, having one of those members, ride their horse, maybe put them in some sort of colonial period, like a Paul Revere kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and have them kind of come out first, and, you know, let them, you know, the red coats are coming, come down first, and then the parade would start. I don't know if that would be a problem, but
That would be awesome.
I don't know if we,
That would be kinda cool.
we're kind of working
Like
on it,
full
but,
speed
yeah, you
horse,
know,
like,
it
you know.
was a kind of a cool idea. I mean, they don't need to be a full gallop, I mean, yeah, obviously we wouldn't, you know, but it was suggested by a friend of ours, and we were kind of like, gee, that would be really neat.
It would be.
So,
would.
I mean,
Very
I can
epic.
get the Paul Revere costume on Amazon cheap, so we just have to find a body that would want to wear it and do it.
And then ride the horse.
And ride, and, you know, ride the horse. So that was just one thing that we were thinking, too.
I love that.
I don't know. Just kinda-
So, let's see. I think the other, okay, so we feel good about that route and how people would split off then, I think. Okay. Then I think the last two things I wanted to check on were, how, if resources allow, could the police department participate in the parade? And then any information you have about detail, cost, and kind of where that will land. Just, we're doing a lot of fundraising, but that kind of will help us make decisions about.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
traditionally, and this will be much easier, but normally with the Memorial Day Parade, it takes between dispatchers and officers 15 to 18 people to pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can do that with a third of
Okay.
this,
Oh, great.
which I believe we will just make work without having, because it's not really a detail, it's on a post for a long time, so we should be able to cover things for that hour
Mhm.
or two within there. We'll just, once we have a better idea of how many people are gonna be in the parade,
Okay.
know about the length
Yeah,
of
'cause that'll
closures.
change if it's just by today's standards as far as what's gonna be required, right? By how many people are gonna be
Okay.
localized.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Yeah.
And normally now with everything that's going
Mhm.
on, there's for as many people as you see, there's just as many people you don't see.
Yeah,
Yep.
yep.
Yeah, that's a really good
Yep.
point.
Are you going to need police detail at the event at Soldiers Field as well?
I think we'll have a presence, that, just talking the Independence Day part.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ideally, what I would like to see is a couple people down there, just to be down there.
Yeah.
And then Finn, Officer Wright, the SROs,
Mhm.
and then however it works, we should be able to, I mean, if it grows into something, I'm just thinking, when we did the Fireman's Family Fun Day in 1998, it was a mess, and people were parking on the highway to come. Like, there was no amount of police that you could get in there. But if this stays within the confines of the fences, and
Mhm.
people go in and out, like,
Mhm.
just a matter of public safety. We
Mhm.
shouldn't really have to
Yeah.
interact too much.
And the amount of time, I don't
Mm.
foresee it, snowballing into a giant,
Right.
Yeah.
Aussie concert type of thing.
Right, and the road closures will be, I mean, the road closures is probably gonna take an hour, hour and a half. And
Right.
people can stick around, and if we need people to stay longer, we need people to stay longer, but there'll be people dedicated to each. But it should be a fairly simple event as far as that goes.
Mm.
Okay.
What
So,
if-
once we know
Yeah.
a little more about participation, we can
Yeah.
regroup on that.
And I'll draft up some, like, some ideas as far as when to close, what can close, which
Okay.
way the traffic's gonna flow.
Mhm.
Being at, like I said before, being at GBI is perfect, because you can either make West Street one lane,
Mhm.
2 lanes.
Mm.
They're all gonna be in the parking lot, and when we shut West Street down, we shut down Main Street,
Mhm.
and everybody moves,
Mm.
and traffic can follow the parade, and if we have to stop it going westbound from the Goodness Store side,
Mhm.
we can make that work.
Okay. One random thought that popped in was you guys have done parking very successfully at Soldiers Field in the past with like attendance, and I'm curious about that because that worries me for this celebration event, like just cars coming and going, kids in and out of, the field area and things like that. And can you talk to how you guys typically organize that, or how that has gone for you?
In the case of us, when we do Oktoberfest, the driveway is a problem,
Mm.
because it only lets one car go either way.
Mm.
I mean, you can't get 2 cars, like
Mhm.
that. So the driveway's the bottleneck.
Mhm.
We've had, like the athletic guys down there, they've managed it. They used to do it for tips, they park cars. They used actually the far end of the field
Mhm.
for parking too.
Mm.
And so they had cars parked there. I don't know what you plan, I don't know where you plan on putting food trucks, but wherever you put food trucks, it's gonna be less parking.
Right.
But the idea is you gotta keep, you really gotta keep the road empty.
Right.
No parking on either side of that road.
Mhm.
And it's gotta be clear, and you have to have it manned. There's gotta be somebody on each end,
Each
so that
end,
they
right.
can signal cars through.
Yeah, they had
And it's gonna
walkie-talkies
be
on
wide
there.
enough, again, for in case of emergency.
Yeah, because that'll be the bottleneck. You have 2 line of cars that wanna come out, and you got a line of cars that wanna go in,
Mhm.
and they can't go past each other.
Mhm.
So
Or one goes in the river.
that'll stall that whole parking lot off.
Why don't you reach out to St. Dennis, which is really close, to see if you can use the upper and lower parking lot?
That's what
At
Yeah, 'cause then
Oktoberfest,
they-
we can
I
only use
think-
the upper because they have mass at 4:30.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that's pretty close.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
is
it's
there
too
is there still a people door off of Yacino Drive, like in the fence?
We also
There used to
got
be.
the Council on Aging
I'm not
bus.
sure.
Oh, yeah, the
Because then they
road
could
runner.
just
So that we
cross
can
from
use
St.
it,
Dennis and come
as
down.
a shuttle
Yeah.
for the
Ah.
parking areas.
I don't know if there is anymore. There
No.
used to be. A long time since I've been on that ball field.
After hours, the banks will have parking as well,
Mhm.
once they're
Mhm.
closed.
Yeah.
That's true, so noontime,
Mhm.
there'd be,
Yeah. And some people are willing to park up here.
Yeah.
And
or you
walk all the
I mean,
way down.
really-
It's
when you
not
think
far
about
for
it,
some
It's not
people.
a terrible walk,
Mhm.
once the parade's over, people wanna walk from wherever to the field, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be like it's snowing out, so.
Do you want us to save a pile of snow?
well,
Yeah.
you might, there might still be snow
Christmas in
around.
July. Okay. So maybe we should keep in touch about the parkings. That is a great point about like just the emergency access alone for that
Yeah.
event.
Have you talked to the fire department at all?
No, they wanted us to. We didn't have this we had like an idea of these logistics, but they were like, once we talk to you guys, let us
Yeah,
know.
and we'll
The
go
fire
back.
department's gonna
Yeah.
want some kind, they're gonna want one of their apparatuses in there, they're gonna want something in there.
Yeah.
they'll have like an ambulance and maybe, they'll have something in there.
Okay.
But when they do, they have to be able to get it out.
Right.
Okay, so they're gonna put it in a spot where they can drive right out of downtown.
I think even once
Okay.
the snow is gone, like Carrie was saying at the last meeting, once the snow is gone, maybe we can just take a
Yeah, I think we need to
group
physically go
walk
and
down
start
there. We
walking.
can kind of eyeball what,
And you know what, yeah.
Mm.
you know, get better ideas.
Okay.
I've looked on satellite images, it doesn't really, you can't really scale anything just by looking,
Mm.
but maybe once the snow is gone, we can get
Yeah, sure.
a better idea.
I think that's all I had for questions personally. Do anyone else have any other questions that you're thinking of in terms of safety,
Once-
routes?
Once the parade part is done and you're heading towards Soldier Field, you've got the tractors, you've got the floats, they all have to go somewhere, so that's probably up to you guys to help them, the tractor to be able, because they're slower,
Yeah.
the horses to be able to, but maybe some of them could park at like St. Dennis is not
That's what I
far
was
for them to
thinking.
go around the block and just go do it, the horses especially,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so they could have the trails. You need to reach out to St. Dennis. They're usually very cooperative.
Yeah, that sounds good. And
So I had a thought about a float, personally, was,
They didn't have cars back then.
ouch.
Well, I didn't mean
So-
that.
but, I would like to have a top first responders, our fire deputy, our chief of police.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a good-sized trailer. I would personally like to have our top guys
Like on a float.
on a
On the
float.
floor,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And you said you want to pull it with your dad's tractor? But not you maybe in particular, because you're going to,
Well,
I mean,
I would like it to be pulled with my
right, what I'm
father's
saying, I
tractor.
was thinking maybe Mark or one of your buddies could
Anybody
could ride
that
it, to
would-
drive it,
yeah.
but,
But I know, and that was the other thing, there's gonna be involvement in the parade, so there's gonna be people, parking people down at Soldiers Field, there's gonna be people organizing the staging area.
Mm-hmm.
So I think some of us are gonna miss the parade type
Mhm.
of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said, it's just,
well, we'd love to have it,
we just gotta figure out who's gonna man what and how we're
Yeah.
gonna do it, and if we
Yeah.
can get
Yeah.
maybe some more volunteers too.
Yep.
yeah.
Um,
Well, I did see, like I said, there has been
Because of
responses for
involvement, I
people
think.
volunteering for other things than not being in the parade,
Right.
but to volunteer to help for whatever.
Mm.
Right.
But yeah, so we'll have to get, like I said, there'll probably have to be a couple of us, so if we have vendors come in to set up at Soldiers Field, we need to be there early enough to show them
Right.
where to set up, and then,
Mhm.
like I said, somebody's gonna be up at GBI, and so
Mhm.
there's gonna be,
And I was thinking too, Alyssa, maybe a staging time. So the parade kicks off at 11.
Mm-hmm.
We start staging on West Street at maybe 10:45. So
Yeah.
people gather, get their
Sure.
stuff together, and then we start lining up at
Yeah.
quarter of.
I want
so
to
we
do it
can-
at 10:30.
I would go,
I would
yeah,
say
depending on how big it
10:45 at
is.
the latest,
Yeah,
or by 10:45.
I would
So
say-
we got
Like
10
ready to
yeah,
step
ready
off.
to roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's still not gonna, I'm telling you, they're still
Right.
not gonna be ready to
No, I
step
know.
off at 10:40.
and then, like you say, you
But
got
I'm
kids
just throwing a
involved,
number
it's
at
gonna
the
be,
time out,
you know,
but
it's
gotcha.
Yeah.
trying to wrangle everybody,
But yeah,
you know. And,
Okay.
so they're not showing up at 10:30.
Well, I think she's got
They're
staging
there.
arrival 10, so
Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, I
so-
didn't see that, yeah, okay.
yeah. So
So, yeah.
that'll give us
Okay,
an hour to get everybody organized and in place. And I think before the parades,
I got it.
we'll organize how we want,
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna say, okay, this group is gonna be here, and, you know, kind of,
so yeah, so staging arrival at 10 and staged by 10:45, so.
yeah, like I said, ready to walk at 10:45.
Okay. Any
And
other
I
questions?
think we can divide our like the staging up, I don't know if we wanna do it in
Mm.
time frame, like
Yeah.
evolvement almost type of thing,
Right.
or how, you know, how we wanna do it.
Yeah, we'll probably want to just get what the intentional layout is, who's going where,
Right.
and then have someone, you,
Mhm.
you.
Well, we can,
Um,
like I said, once we have people in place as far as vendors go, we can also, like I say, tell them, okay, you need to be at the field at this time. And, you know, prior to that, we can set up cones as to, kind of like what Oktoberfest people do, they set up, in it, like, this is where you
So-
go. So a couple of people can be down there getting them into their place early enough.
As far as setting up,
Like food trucks,
Yeah,
face
yeah.
paint, a balloon lady,
Yeah.
a person, whatever it is.
and
Getting
once
every-
we get
DJ,
a,
getting everybody in place, and then maybe those two people will still have enough time to hoof it up to the,
Yeah.
well,
no, I wouldn't plan on that, I would
Yeah.
plan on
Sometimes
just
you
having
plan on
people.
vendors getting there.
at what, at early?
Probably
And
11.
vendors need time to set
Yeah.
up.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is
Yeah.
have vendors come to the field early enough to get themselves set up, so
Yeah.
by the time the
Probably
parade.
also
What's-
10.
What's the?
That
Yeah,
way
I'm
they can
thinking
beat
10.
the road,
10?
yeah.
Yeah.
That way they can beat the road blockage.
But we're not
And
having,
it's-
we're not having, so, I mean, our event is not gonna, it's not gonna be like Oktoberfest, I mean, we're gonna have maybe like a DJ, like a caricature,
Yeah,
a
so
photo booth, so.
so what are the hours for the event itself?
So right now, the parade was gonna be from like 11 to probably about noon.
Yeah.
And then from like noon to 2, the,
So the event's only 2 hours?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So,
And that's actually, I had another question is, after 2 o'clock, like say, like, okay, we're not gonna have certain things at 2, after that, if there are food trucks, I mean, could the food trucks stay after, if
Probably
people
just
just want to
need to-
linger and?
Check with the rec department about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And I know there was talk about having, they want to do a possible baseball game, right? There was a baseball thing going on.
Yeah.
that would be tricky because I know they do their own burgers and they sell stuff to raise money for
Yeah.
baseball
Yeah.
at the stands there.
Okay.
So I don't know if they'd
Yeah.
want a food truck there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still waiting for confirmation if they even want to do that, so.
Yeah, we asked, they really didn't get quite a,
Mm-hmm.
So then you would have to kick everybody off the fields, get out, get out, get out, we're gonna have a game.
well, I don't know, there was some talk with the recreation
Yeah,
department.
it's not
wanted to
official, it was
do-
just an
It
idea
was
that
just an
they were
idea that
throwing
they had,
around.
but it wasn't really,
Like
So-
old, like an old high school rivalry baseball game, like, it was an idea.
that wouldn't have
they
been part of
threw out.
our thing, it was just something that
Right.
somebody had said.
Yeah.
Depends on which field they want to use. There's 2 baseball
Yeah,
fields.
yeah,
But-
Bigger
You're
one would
gonna
probably make more
Probably
sense
want
for
to
what
take the
you're
big one though.
yeah,
Because that's where you could put food trucks towards the end of it.
yeah.
Because you can drive into that one.
So not only do we end the event, we got cleanup, so it would be
Any volunteers for
probably
that
at least
yet?
an hour of,
Yeah.
You'll want volunteers for that too.
Yeah.
That's always
That's a
fun.
big one. There's a lot of like scout troops and stuff that need volunteer stuff.
Cleanup would be good. Yeah,
All of the scouts.
I always do that to the high school seniors.
baseball players.
I'm like, I know you need to graduate, don't you?
Yeah, need some volunteer time.
It's hard getting volunteers, it really is, especially on Oktoberfest, because they all wanna go and play, they wanna have fun.
Yeah, it's true. So, just to be respectful of everyone's time, do we have any other questions for road safety?
I don't think so.
just, who do we contact? We contact through Adam for the road closure, or?
I'll take care of all that.
Awesome,
Awesome. Okay.
awesome. So when we get more organized, more meat on the table here, we'll regroup and, so we have stuff.
Yeah, I can
that's-
basically re-engineer this for you and send it over, and then if they want to come to a meeting or whatever, or arrange a call, we
Yeah.
can do that. Yeah.
I put together the last 5 or 6 Memorial Day parades, so.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. I mean, in terms of that aspect, I think we're all set. So, not that we want you to leave, but if you
You're
would
welcome
like
to
to,
stay.
yes, you are welcome to stay. But if you do have other obligations, I think we're going to move on to just some updates on the volunteers, vendors, and things that
Yeah.
we've heard back
Probably-
from.
Yeah, we'll probably have, talk to Tony and
Yeah,
Mary next so that they can
sure.
On
Yeah.
that note,
head home at a reasonable.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
Appreciate you.
So appreciate it.
Just coming every week, and
Yeah,
I'll just
cool.
update you where we are and vice
Okay.
versa.
Okay,
Awesome.
great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome, great.
Thank
Take
you.
care, everybody.
Have a great night.
Oh.
Phone.
Can't live without it. Thank you. Take care.
See ya.
Yeah, so I mean, I know, Mary and, Tony wanna
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
participate.
Yeah. I've heard lots of
Yeah.
things about how you can contribute. I'm so excited. So,
We're willing to let you pick our brain with what we know.
yeah.
This is about our 30th year of Oktoberfest.
If you're only open for 2 hours,
Right.
that doesn't work for a concession to selling food. Like the Boy Scouts wouldn't do Friday for 2 hours.
Okay,
Because we're not gonna make any money on it.
Yeah.
I got you.
We've done events like that, like
Mhm.
picnic in the park and stuff that
Mhm.
that are, you know, low volume and low, 2 or 3 hours. It
Yeah.
just doesn't work. It takes us
Yeah.
2 hours to set the booth up,
okay.
Right.
you know?
Right.
Yeah, we did 2 hours just because of, probably financial restraints on certain things.
We'll
I guess-
we'll help with other stuff.
We could, well, I guess,
It doesn't make sense for us to do it. for
Yeah.
other good film.
So, a lot of the quotes that I got for certain things I had for 2 hours, but I guess, I guess we could if we decided to try to extend it for like food and stuff, we could do that, but I don't know.
Yeah, we have to make sure we can stay
How
on
much
field.
more would it actually cost to extend it by an hour or two because everything's already paid
I don't think
for?
it would
Well, no,
cost
I mean,
anything, we just don't
it-
want to conflict.
A lot of the things that
well,
we're hiring are not paid, are not, like, we have, caricaturists, we want to have a photo booth, balloon twister, that kind of stuff, that's all stuff we have to pay for.
Well, you
Right.
could have
That's by
certain
the hour,
times
right?
that they're there, that,
Yeah.
character's gonna be here from this to this, and
Yeah.
face painting will be from this to
Yeah.
this. But
Yeah.
honestly, if
We
they can
stagger
make
them.
more money, they're gonna stay.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
But
they
you're
charge,
having
they
to
charge,
pay
they
them?
charge, yes, they charge us, we pay them, when you hire these people, we.
backwards.
Well, that's kind of how, unless you can get some volunteers to do it,
Yeah.
Did you put out, for instance, like you're looking for a face painter
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
day?
Yeah.
And they wanted to be paid, they wouldn't come just like a vendor to make their own money, say, hey, we'll give you a free vendor site, but we're not paying you, but you can keep all the money that you make.
No, we really didn't get much response, so we went through like a place and put out, to get quotes for these types of
Yeah,
things.
but we get, like, when we have face painters come in, they pay us to be that.
We usually get like 4 or
Where do you
5.
guys find your face painters?
Huh?
Where do you guys find those?
A lot of times they come to us, but there are times that I'll go to an event and I'll take their card
Cards, yeah.
or a notepad with a paper, and I will just write all the contact down. Sometimes you can just put it out there. In this town, but also surrounding towns. I belong to so many towns on Facebook, and I'll put it out there. This is what we're looking for.
We go to the Big E too, or go to Woodstock.
Woodstock Fair.
And we see vendors there, and, oh, wow, I like this,
Yeah.
and we'll talk to them.
Northbridge Fireworks, Uxbridge Fireworks, you reach out to them, and a lot of times they will have someone that does that. And they pay to partake in all of those other ones. But you already lined people up that you already promised to pay.
Not
Well, no,
promised.
we
Well,
haven't,
they're not-
we haven't,
No.
we haven't booked anybody, but, like, some of the stuff that we have, like a caricaturist, like, we went to a wedding and there was a caricaturist, well, we didn't pay to have our caricaturist, that person was paid for by the wedding,
Right.
those are type of,
Did you chat with them and say, listen, this is the event we're having, this is the date we're having, we'll give you a free vendor space and you can charge for your
Yeah,
characters?
I didn't really do that, because I went through, like, I found a company that
Okay.
finds the
Yeah.
talent,
All right.
and this is how they work it, they give you quotes per, what they get per hour. Is that
So
how
there's-
do you do it when you do your events at Veterans?
So I don't run, I'm not the events coordinator there, but
Okay.
I've been in touch and a lot of them are like, a lot of people, I've reached out to a face painter and I've reached out to
And actually, I
a
think we
balloon
might have a face
person.
painter that's been donated.
Yeah,
That would be great.
We do.
But
I don't like it
they've
anymore.
all been like, so what is this event for? And I'm like, well, it's a town event for the municipal, blah, blah. And they're like, well, would want X, Y, and Z for pricing for something like that. Because they only donate their time when it's to specific nonprofits or this or
Right.
that.
Okay.
So that's been a struggle.
Yeah, so we plan on a face painter, which we think we have one that's gonna be free. But we thought of a photo booth, that'd be fun for adults and, kids. A caricaturist, we have a really good balloon artist, and then some sort of music. So we were gonna get a DJ, we were originally gonna think of trying to maybe get some bands in, but I think that was gonna be a whole other ball of wax with
Yeah.
live music, so probably like a music in the background, and then we're gonna get, working on trying to get some food trucks in, which is gonna kind of going slow.
I had mentioned to you that I was gonna send you a copy of our application form for vendors,
Yeah,
so that you can like plagiarize that.
Tweak it you how you
Yeah,
need
Tweak
it.
it, tweak it how you need it,
Yeah.
like take
That's right.
Oktoberfest name off and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
tweak it up for yourself.
yeah,
Because it has a lot of the legal stuff in there.
okay.
Because vendors have to sign waivers, so that
Okay.
if something happens, that, they don't sue the town, or, so you can keep that portion of it and
Yeah,
kind of
just have them
modify
sign
it.
off, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
The food
Yeah,
people
thank you.
have to go through the Board of Health. So we'll
Yeah,
send you
yeah,
that
yeah,
form
yeah.
and what we
And
have.
we have a whole bunch of forms made up for those.
Okay, for the food, okay, so I'll have to grab those, because I'm sure, I said, we don't have a ton of, food trucks lined up yet, I'm still in the process of trying to,
Too many
A lot of the
sometimes,
ones,
it's
you know.
too many.
Yeah,
but
that's
we got-
true.
we
More
got-
than like 2 burger ones is too much.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's the thing, I've actually, I have a whole list of people I have put it out there for the food trucks, and some people get back to you immediately with, I'm just not available, and other people they just don't respond at all.
Now,
So-
are the food trucks paying you to be here?
No,
Or
no,
inviting
there shouldn't be any money.
Look at your face. They should
They should
pay
be
to
paying
come
a
to your
fee.
event.
They should be paying
It's
a fee.
also how you word your event.
So I don't know, because this is,
we are a town committee, we
Yeah.
can't.
so I don't know
we don't-
if,
That doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, but we're not,
I'd have to
Actually, yeah,
find
you're
out.
right.
I think it might.
Because the money
Yeah,
you could
right.
get from that could help pay for your characters. Now,
We don't know what we're doing, so.
So there's a lot, yeah, so
it's
I,
learning to
I
go.
feel like
Our
I'm,
committee,
yeah.
this is different from the Oktoberfest, because you guys
Yeah.
are what, a 5, but what do you guys?
501c6.
We're an actual town,
Yeah, we're a
we
501.
are a
We're a
town.
5126, we have an EIN number.
we got a whole
Yeah,
bag of
we're-
different
we're-
rules.
Yeah, we
which-
have,
We're a nonprofit.
yeah, we are a town committee, we are the town.
Yeah, well, we're a town committee too.
Right, but I mean, I don't,
And we don't get
You're a
any money.
nonprofit town committee.
Yes,
We're
we don't get
nonprofit,
any money
too,
from the town, but we still
No, we
have
got-
to.
Oh.
Did
Yeah,
you
no.
guys have to take out a town property permit?
No.
Did
Yeah,
you
I've
check
been-
on that?
I'm a, so this committee was appointed by the Board of Selectmen,
And so's ours.
okay?
Well, no, we just don't want you guys, I'm just telling you some of the lists that we have so that someone can't come
And that's-
back to you guys
yeah.
and say, hey,
We're appointed by you guys. Every one of our, and I'm appointed for a 3-year term. So all of us are appointed by the selectmen. So we're an
just got
official town
renewed.
committee.
Okay.
We have the report in the book and, all of that.
well, yes, so we have to
So-
do the town property permit, we have to have insurance for the day,
We have to buy liability insurance.
and of course, I mentioned the Board of Health, but we'll give you the paperwork for Board of Health, and the Board of Health is great to
I
work
know
with.
Tasty Treats asked if there was any fees, I said, other than the food, I said we have to get get a permit from the.
We probably
Board
have
of
to
Health.
talk to Gina
I'm
about
gonna
this.
find
But they're out,
Yeah.
if there's a fee, then they're not going to
Because there
participate.
was even a possible issue with the coins,
Right.
Right, because we can't, quote
So I
unquote,
gotta-
sell coins.
right?
We can't do that.
Why not?
Why?
You'd have to
Figured that out, didn't we?
It's-
donate, they'd have to be,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
it can't be
No,
considered,
Yeah, it's,
for profit,
Right.
it's a whole nother
yeah.
can of worms.
It's
But
not
there's-
looked at it as like a fundraiser to help cover costs?
It's completely different.
Yeah, it's very,
Oh.
there's a lot of,
Yeah.
he's been in
Okay.
touch with the
It's
treasurer, we have a whole
completely
different kind of
different.
set of
Okay,
guidelines.
okay.
Very, and it's
You
not
have to-
just, it's not the town, it's because
You gotta go by
It's
state
by
and
state.
everything.
law,
Yeah.
correct. So it is town, but it's complicated.
I was gonna
It's
say,
not just
your
as
event
easy.
sounds more complicated than ours, but we've been doing it for so long that we just, every
Yeah,
year
it's-
there's
I'm
something
sorry.
that
So,
pops
and
up
like
out
I
of the
say, we're
woodwork.
fresh at it, so,
This will be great next year.
oh, yeah.
Another
Yeah, this
The
one-
251st.
251st.
We thought you liked us so much,
Yeah.
we're doing it again.
Yeah, but it
State
won't be
parade
250
still.
next year.
Right.
No, I know, this is the big
251.
one, but still.
Well, it's a learning curve, and like I say, what we learn from this can only better
Yeah.
next year. You know? So, it is, so there's things to consider there. Anyway,
With your vendors, you plan on being there possibly between 11:30 and 12. You need to let people get there at 9 o'clock or sooner.
it's set up.
It takes a while to set up.
Set
Well,
up, heat
actually,
up.
if some of them, they have to be inspected.
That's through the Board of Health. All
So-
trailers and trucks are,
And there's
They're
Fire.
They're inspected
Yep.
ahead of time, but.
Yes.
The fire, yep.
But then what happens is once they set up
They have
the
to be-
thing,
yeah.
they have to be looked
Yeah,
at.
they
They have to make
yeah.
sure that they have their, propane set up right and blah, blah, blah.
fire extinguishers.
Yep.
So we get, they have to have enough time for that.
Mhm.
But the Board of Health works that out when someone's coming. You just get the form, have the people fill that out, they have to pay the town. You hand it over to the Board of Health, they go with it, they take care of all of that. They need to reach out to you with it, they will. And then a lot of times they'll put, oh, do you have your own little box in the mailbox yet?
Mhm.
Okay, so they'll put your little paperwork in there. And usually you'll get an email or phone call with any questions or comments saying, hey, your paperwork's in there, because they'll give you a completed list of who passed, who didn't.
Mhm.
And the day of, there'll be someone from the Board of Health that comes around and inspects, like anyone who's not a trailer or truck,
Or a tank.
they get inspected the day of.
Mhm.
So, and that all has to be paid for.
That's for vendors, not people in the parade, right?
No, they're not selling food in the parade. Don't be surprised if it's out there and it becomes a big thing that people are gonna, there's a toy person walking around selling wares because they have a state permit. Oktoberfest, we don't allow that because we
Someone's gonna
have,
crash the event, is that what you're saying?
they may.
Well, with, their cart and their.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I see what you
and-
mean, oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, their little cart, they're gonna sell Dell's lemonade.
Yeah.
Because they have a Board of Health permit, they also have a state permit. It happens.
How much is do you know what the food for Board of Health permit costs? Do you happen to know?
If you're a nonprofit in town, it's nothing. But in our
For like
town,
the food, like a
I
food
want to
truck.
say it's like $35.
it was 35.
Yeah.
They haven't told me they've raised it yet, so I have to call and ask
A food
them.
truck would have to pay the town $35.
Yes.
Okay.
And they write
Per
that,
truck.
but you have to contact the Board of Health, ask them what their cost is this year, and we'll send you the form. You can tweak however you need to. And let them know that, hey, you're gonna be having these in, and Chuckle Whiz say, you'll have that along with Oktoberfest, don't mix them up. So,
So what else?
So what else? Can you remind me what else you got? Were thinking of having at the celebration event, too, like maybe the barrel train.
we doing the barrel train?
Can.
Okay, barrel train.
Yeah.
And that's for the little kids. It's not for anyone even over 12 and older. This is strictly little kids, otherwise you break the train. Soapbox derby car with the ramp.
Not for 2 hours. It's a lot of work. Well, it's like 3 hours to set up.
You might want to have this event just a tad bit longer. We have a ramp, and we have all the soapbox derby cars.
Yeah, I mean, even the battle.
Like
plan,
life size, you sit on these cars.
We have a lot of resources, but the event is too short to do
Right.
this stuff. It really is. It's not.
Yeah, setup and breakdown will be longer than the event
Yeah.
itself.
And then every time, that's another thing is that everything that we add like that, you have to have somebody to run it.
Mhm.
So that's another
Yeah, I feel like-
team of volunteers.
I feel like the
You know, it takes like 3 or
soapbox
4
derby
people
might
to
not
run
be
the
a bad
battle
idea.
train.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
that
then-
would probably,
and
probably
for-
just the, maybe the train, which you have
train would be cool.
Yeah.
You'll just have to cone off or rope off an area
Yeah,
that's
like,
strictly for
once
the
it's filled, they
train.
get to like go walk the field and decide.
Yeah.
where that would
Around the
go.
perimeter type of thing, yeah.
Or around the bases.
Yeah, that too.
The battle
love
train
us.
You
is
might be
like-
mad about
They would love
that.
us.
Yeah.
As long as they drag a fence behind it.
Yeah, I put my hands on the ground this year.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll put the battle train in the parade,
Oh, it
That would be
goes,
fun.
it
I
goes
didn't- you know, I didn't
slow,
think of
though.
that.
and it goes
So
as
it can be
slow
right
as
in front of the
people walk.
horses at the end.
Yeah, it's just,
Right?
yeah, people
There we
walking.
go.
There we
It
go.
goes as slow as people
We'll put the
walk.
kids on the
Yeah,
bikes
right,
in
yeah.
front of the train.
Yeah, it's not
And
gonna
the
be-
train,
yeah.
then the horses.
Mhm.
Put some red, white, and blue on it.
Are you having a moonwalk or some blow-up thing for the
Bounties?
kids?
We should do at least one moon bounce.
Yeah.
Bouncy
Magic
things.
World might donate
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Really?
They do a lot of
Did you
donations.
have,
That
did you
would
have
be
the
cool.
classes through veterans?
I can call them and
Yeah.
be like, hey, I'm with. But it's always the connection, right? Like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
with Veterans Inc. and they're always excited to talk. And then when it's not for Veterans Inc., they're like, wait.
Well,
What is
could
it
you
called?
have a booth for veterans in there?
Well, I plan on tabling like for Veterans Inc. resources. I'm looking for other veterans who do like legions and stuff around here to table too. Just
Okay.
so veterans have some resources at this. I know it's like,
Mhm.
you know, it's not a Veterans Day event, but it would be nice that they have a few resources there.
Yeah.
Reach out to other towns, there's a lot of towns. Oxford does a lot.
Yeah.
They're always
Yeah.
doing something.
If you do bouncies, you know,
Or at
the
least
bouncy
one.
rides,
Yeah.
you have to have liability insurance.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if somebody sprains a wrist in there or gets hurt
Yeah.
inside that bouncy,
Yeah.
I kind of want to stay away from that. I think that's going to be chaos.
Yeah.
Like I say, I think that would, I don't know.
Would you still be opposed to it if we needed liability assurance for something else? Insurance or anything?
Yeah, I probably, if we had to get liability insurance in general, it would be okay, but if we had to get it just for that, then.
Okay, so let's find
Yeah.
out, if
Let's
before we
find
roll
out.
that
Yeah,
out, let's find out
yeah.
if we need it anyway.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And then if we do, I can
Neat
try.
stuff for kids to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Besides the adults, like cornhole. Teenagers have a frisbee. I don't know how they do the cages, but then again,
Frisbee
you may.
golf.
Yeah, frisbee golf with disc golf. I don't know, whatever it's called. My oldest son's into that. He's 34. But you need stuff for the kids to do.
We're not super worried about that. It's really intended to be like, if you want, like, bring a blanket with you, sit in the grass, have a bite to eat, let your kids run around. Like, we're not trying to overextend ourselves with like entertainment and games. We will provide what, you know, some stuff for them to do. I'd throw a few soccer balls out there and let kids run around and chase them. That type, like, just keeping it simple. In terms of
I was sorry,
that
son, we
sense,
can even
but-
do like set up a table with just, I don't know if it would be a liability, but like
bubbles.
Kids
like-
like bubbles. Get some bubbles.
It's 2026, I'm sure that's
Yeah.
liability.
Was that?
It's 2026.
It's a lot. If somebody's gonna drink the bubble stuff.
You never know.
Yeah, I think the idea behind this was it's supposed to be kind of a laid back, kind of a, almost like a,
Hangout kind of thing.
kind of like a giant backyard, kind of, I don't want to say barbecue, because it's not really barbecue, but like a,
Just a gathering,
just
just
a
to get
kind
together.
of, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're going to start hitting up businesses for donations, and we have commemorative challenge coins that we had made that we're going to be using towards our donations, but also it's kind of a part of, I guess not really part of the event, but it's a 250th commemorative coin and has Douglas and the logo on the back.
And they're numbered, and it's just so you know, 10 of them have already been run off and numbered.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Yeah. They're in the works. They're in the works, and they look awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll have
I
to
think I
find
got a
out.
picture with the numbers on them.
Was there
So-
anything else, Carrie, that?
So what are you doing, raffling them off? No,
No,
you
No,
as,
we
can't raffle.
donate.
we take a
It'll be a
donation.
donation. If
Okay.
people or businesses
Mm.
donate a certain amount, they'll get a coin, but it's a minimum amount that they'd have to donate to get the coin.
So what we're trying to do also is, so these are the coins, remember? If you wanna.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Those are nice.
Cool.
All right, well, so we want to donate, so we can get one. We got the barrel train going
Minimum
in.
of $50. Anyway,
Yeah.
what we're doing also is you'll get a certificate when you donate and get the coin with your name and the coin number on the certificate.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get at least something for the Historical Society with everybody's name and coin number. So it'll be part of Douglas history.
Oh, that'll
forever.
be nice, okay. Yep.
The idea came up because we actually have, what anniversary, it was a town anniversary, wasn't it? Our plate that we
Yeah,
have, that giant.
1996.
Yeah, 1996, we have, I don't know if you guys have, one. We have like one of those giant
pewter plate.
pewter plates, town of Douglas, it's really nice, we have one at our house, and
The
when,
250th of the town, 1746
yeah, when the town did the
to 1996.
250th,
Yeah.
they had these commemorative plates you could,
We got the cake for that, but we didn't get
yeah.
The
So
plate.
that kind of got us thinking, like, what could we do to kind of commemorate, this is such a big event, you know, 250th of the country, so then we came up with the challenge coin idea, and then we're gonna obviously use them as a point of donation, especially for businesses, but not
Yeah,
just
and I think it's a
businesses.
little, it's just kind of something that, if you make a donation, you kind of, you get something, you know?
I did talk to, I think I talked to, John Furno was in dropping off cars for oil changes, but anyways, he is gonna find out, the fire department might be interested in possibly selling food.
Does he know it's only 2 hours?
I don't know if
That makes a difference,
yeah.
because it's, I don't think
It's
they're gonna
worth it.
wanna do it just for 2
Yeah.
hours.
Well, maybe, like I said, maybe we can extend, if we extend, like, say, food trucks or food in general, some of these other things that, like I said, that we talked about having to pay for, the quotes we got were for 2 hours. Of course, the longer you, now the more money you're paying out, so we wouldn't really have any music past, it would just be food and.
I think the food trucks the two that you have, that are interested, we're good with the 2-hour
Yeah.
runtime.
Yeah,
And then, I mean, I think the rec department or whatever, youth baseball association, I have a feeling they're gonna end up opening up this concession stand.
Mhm.
and like I said,
Um,
the event can go past 2 hours, people wanna stay and eat, but I don't know how much food
As
we
long as we
have
have permission to be there.
for them to
That's
do,
the thing.
you know?
Do you know if the baseball game's gonna happen or not? Because it would be neat if it started at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
So then
And that
people
was
are gonna
kind of the
stay.
idea, but it.
Yeah, I don't know who would
that's
be
just an
organizing
idea.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
we
find out
we-
some more on that too,
Yeah.
because it was just,
Mhm.
hey, this would be cool if we could do this.
Mhm.
That's kind of all it was. It was
Mm.
just an
Yeah.
idea. So. But that's how things develop.
Mhm. Okay.
Because that would actually extend the time for all the food
It
people.
would,
Because they would just stay through the
If it
game.
was, if it was, I don't know, 4, 5 hours, maybe 4 hours, then, that's better. But for the ones that spend a lot of time, like even the fire department, when the fire department gets at Oktoberfest at 6 o'clock and they set up this elaborate thing, it takes them about 3 hours to set that up.
Mhm.
They're not gonna set that up for 2 hours. So,
Yeah, we'll get feedback from them on
Yeah, and like I said, I
if
mean,
they want
I think
to or
about, when
not.
you think of like, say, food trucks, like when the food trucks come to Douglas just to come on a random Saturday night, they kind of just like, say, like they set up at GBI, like how long is, like, say, like
Yeah.
Smash D, how long is she
But it's
usually
easy
there?
for them because it's all contained, there's no setup, you know, they park and start up a generator and open their
Right,
doors and
right.
they're there. And then, even if they sell for 2 hours, and then they can go park someplace else
Right,
and
well,
finish the day.
see, originally, that's kind of what our idea
Yeah.
was to get food, just food trucks, but then we decided we would extend it to people who also wanted to
Yeah.
try to make monies, because we're using their field, but, I mean, if it's not worth anybody doing a concession stand, we'll just continue to try to get, like I said, food trucks come, park, and do their thing, and then leave, and they go somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
But even if the food trucks, if we got permission, if after 2 o'clock, if people wanted to stay and still get food, I don't know, what would be the difference if they get food at Soldiers Field, or if they go up to GBA, you know what I mean, like, where they always have them parked,
Well, they
As long
might,
as we get-
these people might be scheduling their day too.
I know,
Okay,
I'm just
we're gonna be
saying
at
if-
Soldiers Field in Douglas to this time, then we're gonna go to Whitensville
Right,
or head
but
to
what I'm-
Uxbridge for the rest of the day.
What I'm saying is we could put it out there, like,
They're
hey,
trying
if
to-
you wanted to stay past 2, we got permission to use the field for another
Mhm.
hour, if you
Mhm.
wanted to stick around, if you don't have anywhere else to go, you know.
Yeah, that's just something we need to find out.
Yeah.
Where for.
I mean, I don't know if people who are in charge of the field would care or not, but we'll find out if they're not gonna do a baseball game, which, like I said, it doesn't sound like that was really set in stone.
Yeah, it was just an idea,
It
but
was
who
just an
knows?
idea.
Yeah.
But that,
Yeah.
it may be,
Have the police
you tell two
department against
friends
the
and
fire
they tell two
department.
friends. and-
That would be
That
cool.
would be cool.
That'd be a good game.
It would be a good game.
I think that would
Yeah.
be fun to watch, yeah.
I think everybody would stay for that game.
Mm-hmm.
That would be neat.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I mentioned it, you go with it.
That would be cool.
Be funny seeing Joey Quinto out there.
You'd probably knock it out of the park. going in.
Yes, he'd probably hit a home run out of the park.
That would be neat, fire versus police.
Yeah.
Okay.
You never know, they might be willing to do that.
You never know, I mean, it doesn't have to be a long game, I mean, right, I mean, it doesn't have to
Doesn't
be,
have to be baseball, it could be softball game.
it could be,
Right?
yeah, right,
That'd be fun.
yeah, softball,
Yeah.
yeah.
Slow
Same
pitch.
length.
I don't know, but I
Like,
have no
I played
idea. but-
softball. I'm trying to think
I have
now.
no idea.
I think we had 7 innings too.
Yeah.
All right, so
I think that's it for now.
if we decide to extend, say, food, would you guys still want to do that or not?
It would depend on how
How
long
long?
you extended it. Like if it's
You
3
know.
hours, it takes
Yeah.
2 hours, 2.5 hours to set it
Yeah.
up. It takes the same set to take it down.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would you need for time to make it worth?
It would probably be
worthwhile?
4 hours.
Okay, just
If
so
it
we
was
know.
a 4
So,
or
okay.
5 hour event, then
Yeah.
it would be worth doing.
Okay.
I just would be curious if people would even stay that long, though.
Depends on what's going
It depends
on.
on what's
Yeah.
going on.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
True.
because
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if the intent is supposed to just kind of be like we just had the parade, it was fun, let's eat, because kids are hangry and run around and burn some energy
Yeah.
and then go
Yeah.
home.
At Oktoberfest,
Yeah.
I have to shut things off at 4 o'clock
Yeah.
because they don't
Right.
want to go home.
Right,
Right.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
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 We'll mull on that, and we'll
Yeah,
see
okay.
if, maybe we can even talk to Chief Furno and
See
see
if
what
you
they
could
need
come
for
up
time,
with
if it's
something
even
at
gonna
like
be
3 o'clock. I can
worthy
see
for them, and then we
Sheena
can
thinking.
consider, you know.
I have so many different wheels turning
Mm.
all the time.
All right.
Did anyone else? I know there are some things in motion about the banners right now. I know, just waiting to hear back from Lisa on a couple things, and then hopefully we get that on the Board of Selectmen agenda for approval, so then we can just start getting orders going. Trying to think if I think that was really the last. Lisa, I need to send over the grant info over to Lisa, which I have to do tomorrow morning. So I think we're in good shape right now, though.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Did
and
we
Aaron said he's
wanna-
gonna connect with John
um,
and Adam, so
So
that'll be
what-
super helpful.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to talk about is like when we should start, I think we should make our plan to start our fundraising, like and how we want to do this as far as, I think we should start with businesses first. Get a list from from Lisa or whoever, all the businesses in town, and
Mhm.
if we want to do this in pairs, or how we want to do it, obviously.
Well, I think we should, yeah, we gotta, like I say, figure out who's open during the week only, who's open on weekends, and it might maybe pair off depending on who's open when, and some people might work out of their house, who might just
Yeah.
entail a phone call.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then,
Um,
I think it was a good idea to do a Unipay account, get a Unipay account up, and then we could
Mhm.
post, make a post about donations with the Unipay link.
That makes it easy.
Show a picture of the coin if they decide to make a certain amount of donations, and they can just donate directly through Unipay.
Mhm.
So we'll have to find out through maybe Jean about Unipay, or is that, it's like,
Probably how it's set up,
okay.
how to set it up and go about, so the money goes into the, directed to the right account.
Yeah, it's doing some fundraising. Oh, and I think too, when we decide that we're gonna start going business to business, and I don't know, we don't have a colored printer at our shop. But like when we've had people come in to us look for donations, they've always had something, whether it be like a letter or something that says like who we are, what we're doing, suggestions, kind of like,
Yeah, like a sponsorship.
these are
kinda
these are like the
request
suggested
form.
donation
Yeah.
amounts, blah, blah, blah. But I think we
Tiers
should
and whatever.
have-
Mhm.
Yeah, we should have something like that in hand when we do that.
I actually made one for a club I'm on the board of, so I can make that
Yeah,
easily.
yeah,
Yeah, I can
you know,
design one.
So we'll have that in hand, and maybe, you know, a coin just to show as a sample, like not that we're, because I think what we'll end up doing is not, if people, say we went to, you know, ABC company and they said, okay, we're gonna give you $100 donation, we'll show them what the coin looks like this is what the coin's gonna look like, and once we, get the coins, all the coins in, we can, you know, deliver it, but at least we'll have something to show them, you know, in
Sure.
some sort of a flyer. And I think that's it.
How long are we gonna be waiting for the coins?
He's gonna be, he's already drafted up 10, he's in the midst of drafting more up.
Okay.
I think he said it takes about 4 hours per coin.
Yeah, but
Huh.
I don't want him to get too ahead of us and make too many coins until we
No,
start
I'm
getting.
just thinking, whenever
Yeah.
we start going business to business, we should really have one in hand, because it's a lot more enticing.
Well, that's why I said we'll each, I don't know if I.
Yeah, we'll have coin in hand, but maybe won't be able to give them a coin at
Say,
that
this is what
particular
your
time.
coin, this is like a sample coin.
This is the coin,
Okay. If they're being
they're being
minted.
printed at the time,
What I'm-
and
Mhm.
Yeah,
that'll give us time to get a nice formal certificate
Mm-hmm.
to go with it too, with their
Yeah.
name and the coin number and.
I just
We
don't want
done
him to
that.
make too many coins, and then we have all these coins, and then what if we don't get enough donations?
I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
You don't think so?
either.
I really don't.
Yeah,
No.
but he is working on, he's now working on more coins, but, so the only thing I had now, which I don't know if we're skeptical about, I'd like to make some decisions, like you say, about the photo booth and that kind of thing. It sounds like we got the face painter,
Yep, face painter's ready to
is
go.
good.
Lindsay, Sarah,
Yeah, Lindsay's.
Realty
Yeah,
is
is that the
donating
one that's
that.
right downtown? No.
No,
different
No,
one.
that's SCE.
Oh, okay. I know
Um,
I know it was some sort of initials.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lindsay Emanuel, she's in Douglas as well.
So I have photo booth,
Mm-hmm.
caricaturist,
Mhm.
balloon artist, and DJ. I don't know if you want to make decisions on that, so we can, if we went with LOL, we get a 15% discount
On 4 of them,
on
right?
4 of those.
So I think we definitely can all agree on the photo booth and DJ, right?
At least that, yeah, I think that's kinda cool.
I would want to see if we could get someone to donate their time, if we're doing it
Mhm.
for 2 hours, for a DJ.
Or a DJ.
Just,
So maybe we can see if Matt knows someone. Or if you know someone, or anybody else
Mm.
knows someone.
I feel like I know someone with a speaker who would be willing to like hook up their phone for 2 hours and play a playlist.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's just for background noise, basically.
Yeah.
to-
You know what, the field has speakers, you can play music through them. Any of
yeah.
us could do it off our phones.
oh yeah.
We really don't even need
Mhm.
additional speakers. You play them before and after the games.
Mm.
I did like that balloon.
You're gonna
artist.
be the
That
MC
was
Ross.
That picture.
With this voice, I scare everybody away.
That's the difference between getting a DJ and just having music. We wouldn't have a DJ per se. Nobody would be directing anybody saying anything or being able
Yeah.
to announce a lost and found item, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But they definitely can play music if that's all we're looking for.
Mm.
We don't need to pay for that.
Oh, is that what
Unless
we
we
want?
have to-
Is that what we want?
I feel like we
Well,
have some
no.
decisions to make about
Yeah.
like if we're still gonna have, is it gonna be 2 hours? Is it gonna be 4 hours? Should we change our approach for how we're recruiting some of these vendors so that we're not necessarily paying for things? Can we get more creative with that? To their point about, you know.
My concern
Um,
is what I'm finding with a lot of these types of people is they're booking up because it's
Yeah.
it's what it's booking up. So my concern is if we don't get volunteers and then we're going to be already in March before you know it, the event's going to be here, we're not going to have anything. That's my concern. So.
Well, what does the total come to for?
So if we did, if we did those 4 services, that would, and I included the DJ, because I know that we
Yeah.
didn't have any music.
So which for?
It was photo booth, caricaturist, a balloon, that balloon artist, which I showed you those pictures.
Yes.
And a DJ, that would be like that's like $13.50.
About 15% off.
That's with the 15% off. And that's really for the actual event at Soldiers Field.
And that's for the 2 hours?
That's for 2 hours, and I think you said the entertainment permit was $20.
Mhm.
But aside from any other permit,
So
Isn't
we
that
still,
all we're
well, we didn't really
paying?
get an answer from Aaron as
Yeah.
far as what that
I
kind
say
of.
we go for it before
Yeah.
we lose people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have.
Is there a risk, like, could we secure space, like, do they have a deposit thing, or
I
what,
talked to
do you
them,
know
no,
what that?
they,
So here, again, because we're a town,
Yeah, right.
we don't do deposits.
No, I already.
Oh, right.
Services rendered,
I know,
services
I
paid.
already talked to them, I said,
Right.
we cannot
And
give you a
they're good-
deposit.
And they're good with that.
And they said
Right.
that's fine.
Yeah.
They said that was fine.
Oh, so then there's like no risk to us
Right.
saying, yeah, we want to do it.
Yeah.
Do they have any
Right.
penalties
I mean,
if we're like,
except if we
never
ever
mind?
need them in the
Yeah.
future and we pull
Can we,
out,
can't,
you know.
Yeah.
like,
then
what is their
it's-
do you know what their
I don't,
cancel
I'd have to
policy
find
is?
out, but I know they don't require us to put a deposit down.
Which I think that would be cool, because by the time we're done doing our
Yeah.
donations with the coins,
Yeah.
I think our funds would be
We've,
more than,
we pretty much have enough in there right now to cover that anyways, but,
Yeah.
and like, kind of like what Tony was saying, you don't have to have everybody stay, like, say we decided to extend the event, these type of services, you could, like, even on the flyer, we can put, you know, these things are gonna be from 12 to 2, and
Yeah,
then after,
until we
you
roll
know,
it
and
out.
then if we still had food and other things going on,
yeah.
that,
And,
Yeah.
and a
Don't
lot of
cost us
people
money.
maybe, like you say, they may leave at 2 o'clock, but some people may want to hang till 4 o'clock.
Yep.
So,
okay. I'm just thinking with food, because people go randomly to a parking lot on a Saturday to just get food
Mm-hmm.
at these food trucks, you know what I mean? Let us go there and get food.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if the food trucks aren't costing us anything and the food trucks want to stay, if we get okay to use the field past 2 and they want to hang out, and people want to, it's, you know, people like to eat, so, I mean, you know,
That's usually what'll keep them sticking around too.
yeah, it's the food. I
Money.
mean, this other stuff is more for like
So-
kids and stuff, and
Right.
you know.
So I think that's nice, and I don't think we need much other than what we've already got on
Yeah.
that list there.
I don't think so.
Because I think that, a few vendor tables, I think that's gonna
Yeah.
be most of Soldiers Field
Yeah,
already.
yeah, like, 'cause now we've got a train.
and on top of
Yeah.
that, we
We
do
got a
get
train
other
running
people
through
that
it.
want to donate time to,
Yeah.
or whatever.
It only
You
adds
know,
to it.
it only adds to it.
Yeah.
We do have
Well,
the,
and I think it's
the
like
kettle
no
corn,
risk
I did
to
tell the kettle corn guy from
reserve.
12 to 2, he was okay with that, so we
I
have kettle
don't
corn.
think he knows it's only 2 hours.
I'm pretty sure I told him, I'm very thorough
Yeah.
when I message people as to what the event is, and,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you told him 12 to 2.
But I think,
Send them a
Carrie, like,
message.
I think you're right. I mean, it's like, it's no risk. I would just understand maybe what their cancellation policy is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that if, worst case scenario, we're
Yeah.
like, no, we can't do this. We
Yeah.
can't
Or
afford
we're in
it.
a giant rainstorm,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Right.
and it's
So we
just
should
not,
Uh-huh.
let them cancel.
right? And
Yeah,
that case-
and that's good to understand
Yeah.
like,
But it's
do
like
they
you say-
cancel services? Do we have the
Right.
option to, things like that?
Yeah.
Would be good to know.
But usually when I approach any food vendor or vendor, I have like a script, and I always tell people that it's from 12 to 2 on such and such day at Soldiers Field, so,
I think I saw it written down on your desk.
yeah,
You had your checklist
yeah,
with the time on,
Yeah.
time was on.
yeah.
So do we want to make a motion to lock those 4 groups in, or that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So, you want to make the motion, or you want?
Oh, you do it, I guess.
So we'll make a motion to lock in
LOL Entertainment.
LOL Entertainment for a
Photo
photo
booth.
booth, caricaturist, balloon artist, I can't read that.
DJ.
And a DJ for our Independence Day celebration.
Okay, I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so we'll get back to
LOL
We'll get back
Entertainment, is
to,
it right?
Yeah.
Tony and Mary about our plans then, as far as that goes. So if they decide that if we extended it a couple hours, if they decide if they want to do the fried dough or not.
Yeah, if you figure that out.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
you're looking for a minimum of 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
makes-
Same
makes
thing with
sense.
cotton candy
Makes
too,
sense.
or,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
all right. But that doesn't affect the train though.
No. And you guys would still march, right?
know.
You guys will have your
The
scouts
price of the ticket
marching?
might go up.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to see Sheena come up with 2 teams to make the baseball game
And you guys-
happen at 3.
You guys gonna
So
do a
cool.
float too? I know there was mention of doing a float.
What was that?
Were you guys gonna do a float? I know Mary originally said that she was thinking, she wanted
Well,
to think
it
about.
depends on whether or not we're gonna put the train
Okay.
in the parade.
So you let us know if you want to do a train or a float. I'll let you know what I'm doing
Or
for
a-
baseball.
Or a floating train. Floating train.
If you come up with a baseball game, I'll try to convince the guys to do both. Come on, Sheena.
How many, do we have, do they have enough on each side to do it?
Invite the Red Sox
do a,
and the
Yankees?
Yankees, you know.
To do it? How many?
we don't want the Yankees here. You're asking for problems.
Why not, yeah, you have to pitch that. I wonder
As
if they
stupid
would
as
do
that
it.
sounds, they played here before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know,
Entertaining.
I know.
And what's nice too is, I think both fire and police, there's a lot of young new faces too, right? That might be interested
Yeah.
in playing the game. How many do you need per team? Does it matter?
At least 9,
Nine.
because that's,
Nine
so you want
on each
10
side.
or 11, because people are gonna hurt themselves. It's gonna be at least 1 or 2 that don't want to bat.
That's on them.
You know what?
That's on them.
And I don't know if it's, are we looking for just like any baseball game? Like,
You gotta have something
It
really
was
cool
just like
that
that
people
guy.
are gonna
Well,
wanna go.
Yeah, something like when they would do like those celebrity baseball, you know, like some sort of like an.
I don't know any
like an
celebrities.
exhibition, like an attraction, so that would be like you say, fire. Like in school when you used to do like students against teachers playing something, you know what I mean? Something.
It should be like a
Yeah,
battle of
sure.
the.
Dodgeball,
Fire
students
department
against
versus-
teacher.
Versus the police department.
I
we
was
do that
I
at the
think
middle
that would be
school.
good, and it ties in the town, it's, you know.
Battle of Board of Selectmen amongst towns.
They've had competitions before. The fire department, the police department do gingerbread competitions, remember?
Oh, yes, you're right, you're
Yeah,
right,
so-
right.
So,
It's a little more
a
physical
softball
than
game would work too, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
That's right, because they do the gingerbread
They
house.
do, yeah.
They do the gingerbread house, the fire and police.
All right, who's volunteering to
Hey,
contact them?
we're volunteering the fire department.
We'll contact,
Yeah.
me and Ross can contact,
Okay.
know enough of their.
Sheena, you
And
get out
also,
of that.
Well, we'll make the
luck.
contact. She's gonna make the arrangement. She's got, no.
And it doesn't have to be, I don't know anything about, I can't remember, I haven't watched sports, a normal game doesn't, it doesn't have to be like full, like
Doesn't have to be
nine.
It doesn't have to be the full 9 innings. We can do
Yeah, yeah.
5,
You
yeah.
know, yeah,
Three.
just,
That's not even enough for everybody
know.
to bat.
Game to 100.
Yeah, imagine.
You're not done till it's 100 runs.
that's a good
Oh,
idea,
man.
thank you for that.
It would be a week-long
I wonder if they would,
event.
I wonder if they would do it.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Because even if, you know,
Find out.
fire
Find
department
out.
has volunteers, so there's probably plenty of people on.
And what could be the bragging rights?
Oh, just
They won the game.
they won the game.
Okay.
A banner on Main Street.
There we go.
Maybe you'll have enough
And who knows?
donations, you can get a big
From a-
trophy.
That could.
From the
Oh,
independent, from
yeah.
Independence
Little
Day.
trophies
Yeah.
are cheap, so
Yeah, they
cheap.
cost
We get
nothing.
the trophies
Yeah.
from the trophies we get for the car show are like really nice and they're
Yeah.
like.
You know they're
Not
gonna
one of them.
display it in their area, you know, Douglas
That's a good idea. Well,
250.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
if they
Douglas
would
Cup.
commit
This
to
could
it,
become an annual thing.
if they would commit to it, In Gear will buy a trophy.
She didn't even ask you, she just said it, then looked at you.
I'm used to it.
That is a neat idea.
I think it
I
is.
really do like that.
So let's find out about, because they mentioned it on the rec commission about a baseball game. Let's make
If
sure
they had
they're,
any
Mhm.
intent behind
yeah,
that.
if they got anything, or if it was just an idea that flew out, and I can run that by probably Tim, and he might even say, yeah, that's a great idea. So,
I started at
Let's
3
find out.
o'clock.
yeah,
I mean, right after.
Yeah,
yeah,
Because some people are gonna linger at your event anyway.
yeah.
And then some people are gonna show up just for the baseball game.
right?
Oh, I'm so excited to make it happen.
And what's more
I think that's
American than baseball?
That's right.
Hot
And
dogs.
so it does, it all
apple
kind
pie.
of ties into,
Well, then we gotta open the check, see?
See? So, yeah, well,
that would be fun. I hope they would do it. I'll have to convince
Let's
them.
find
Get all
out.
my
Let's
hopes up.
convince them. They say we're not taking no for an answer, we're doing it.
This is for the town, they'll love
So,
it.
this, John is, Chief Furno is also the softball coach, right?
So they have an unfair advantage.
Maybe you can get the fire department versus the highway department.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. Right,
Okay?
yep.
Or
Yeah, there's
maybe the
plenty of,
highway.
You've got a few younger highway guys.
I
Yeah,
know.
maybe they could just fill in the
And you
extra
get a
spots for
few
the police
younger
and fire people.
Fire department,
Yeah.
fire
Right.
guys.
Right, yeah.
Right. Could be a pinch hitter, pinch runner.
Or just whichever they like better. Just go play on that
Well, if
team.
they wanted to play soccer instead, yeah, but baseball's more fun.
I think baseball would be more, I think that.
5 innings,
ties
you're
in-
done,
Yeah, I think that
whatever.
ties in with the theme of
It
everything.
really does.
It's even better under the lights, but it won't
We
be
could have,
dark by then.
we could have India play Harbor. There you go.
We'd have a three-man team.
Come on, Carrie can play.
You'd have some, you'd have some volunteers on your team.
I was pretty good at baseball back in the day.
Yeah, Carrie counts as like 5
Yeah.
people.
That's a good idea.
She put you in your place. She was pretty good.
I was pretty good, but I've been into sports for a long time, and I was pretty good at that kind of stuff.
You'll have to call me or text me when you hear back from the police and the fire.
Yeah,
Because that's actually really exciting.
I like
think
that
the
idea.
town would absolutely
Yeah.
love it. The kids, the
Yeah.
adults, they're all going to come out.
And they give them a reason to hang around. So let's
Well, that too. Come eat.
come eat.
eat some more.
It would actually,
Yeah.
without too much effort, it would make it more of an event,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah?
yeah,
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you anything.
That doesn't cost
Say that,
anything.
and it won't cost anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
So as
Yeah.
far as vending trucks, what did you have
So,
lined?
The
well,
taco.
the taco guy, and we have Tasty Treats, and then we have it's called Sweetie's Candy. She's more like a rolling candy store. I have put out so many requests to all the typical ones like Big Daddy D, which, and Wicked Wieners, they're already booked. Smash D, is it? I haven't heard. I've got like a whole list of them that I've invited, and I invited, the one I really wanted was Third Alarm Pizza. It looks like a fire, it's like a brick oven, but it looks like a part of a fire truck.
Oh, that's,
I
yeah,
heard.
you showed me that. That was kind of cool.
I've invited a ton of them. I've been keeping track of who's been getting back to me. Some of them are just booked, and then others they just don't respond.
So the ones that have responded are,
Taco, Tasty Treats.
What does Tasty Treat do?
It's like ice cream. It's like ice cream. It's like an ice cream truck, I guess.
Okay.
And Sweetie's Candy Bus is she described it as it's like a mobile candy store.
You got kettle corn.
We got kettle corn.
Might have fried dough.
Might have fried dough and,
Cotton
and,
candy.
and cotton candy, so,
What about a drink something? Twisted, twisted lemonade, twisted beverage does different flavored lemonades.
yeah, I saw them, I haven't reached out to them yet. I'll show you who I reached out to, I think I've got it open.
Most of these people will have drinks anyway.
But somebody had a horse. Do you
Yeah,
have a
most of
horse?
them sell water and
Horses.
like,
Mhm.
you know,
I
things
just want to
like
see
that.
that. Be off that thing in like a half a second.
So, who I have contacted, Big Daddy D Burgers, Wicked Wieners, Savage Wraps, Melt, Taco Dude, Travelin' Bones, Texas Smokehouse, Flower Girls Sweet Truck, Simmer and Spice, Anzio's Brick Oven Pizza, Charlie Dogs, The Mobile Grill, Third Alarm Wood Fired Pizza, Smash D, they already said that. Those are all the ones I've contacted. Moolicious, Travelin' Pizza, Bees and Thank You.
Well, it also depends on if the recreation department's gonna open their
Right,
stands.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Right,
have
'cause
the
we don't wanna
hamburgers
step
and
on their
hot dogs.
toes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's why we purposely didn't invite anybody originally who would do hot dogs and hamburgers, because we weren't sure if they wanted to do it.
Right.
And then we kind of really didn't get like a warm fuzzy feeling that they wanted to do it, so then I invited a few that sell that kind of stuff, but I either haven't heard or they're already booked.
Yeah, the fire department does hamburgers and hot dogs.
Yeah.
I
So-
don't know if they.
If they're in the baseball game, they're
If
not
they're in the
gonna,
baseball
yeah.
game.
Right, well,
Correct.
again, see now, so that's a new development, so if they want to do it, then I don't think we'll need really much more. If the fire department decides to do
The food.
their food,
Yeah.
we probably don't really need a ton more of,
I think you'd rather have them in the party playing baseball,
Oh, I
Yeah.
want them in the game.
because that
yeah.
keeps everybody there longer. and
Yeah.
makes the event longer.
Yeah.
Or shows up later.
And actually, or it brings, that's right, you might get people just to come to the game and they'll buy
Yeah.
dinner there.
So if anybody, I would love to get, like I said, if we're not gonna have like a food stand, I'd love to get some place that, like a truck that sells like the typical burgers and dogs. We have the tacos, we have treats.
What about our French fry Ernie guy?
It would be
He does
cool
corn
to have-
dogs.
I was hoping like a pizza. I'm just thinking stuff that everybody likes to eat, you know what I mean? Kids especially. So,
It's not gonna-
yeah, I didn't contact any like place that just did fries. I didn't,
Yeah.
so if anybody knows of any other food trucks that you know.
If you Google it, there's a bunch of like Worcester-based food trucks.
Yeah,
that
and
will
that's what I
Okay.
got, that's where I got the list, and like I said, I've sent out emails and messages and texts and everything, and
Yeah.
and some of them they just don't respond at
Mhm.
all, and so, I even went on, Woo Trucks or Woo Eats or whatever it is, a Worcester, it's a
Yeah.
Worcester, foodie kind of thing, and
Yep.
put it out there. I can put another post out there to see,
The more they see it, the more apt they'll be
yeah,
to
I should probably do that,
respond.
is just do some more posts, like, hey, this is the event, this is what.
What if, for instance, the police or the fire department are willing, but the other one isn't? What if you go after another town? Like,
Well-
fire department from here against the fire
Uxbridge,
department
please.
from
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, you can do that. But even like Tony said, even the highway department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
not
would
a
like
lot
to try to
of
keep
guys
this as
on the
in
highway.
town
Yeah.
as possible.
What's that?
So what do you
We
think
were
about
trying to
it?
keep this
We'll
in
pick it
town,
up.
right?
What,
Yeah,
about
yeah,
town
yeah.
official?
Because we never do.
I kind of like to keep it more Douglas.
Town admin.
I like to kind of think more Douglas.
Sarah, you have to play softball.
I agree.
That's the cemetery. How many people on the cemetery commission, Sarah?
Get him down here.
Yeah. I bet you if we approached fire and police and say, hey, this is for the town.
And if not, have against another town. That may be something
So-
fun.
Yep.
On that, also, might be tough to get a full team, so we might need to recruit more, because you're gonna have people that are on shift.
I can guarantee you will get 20 people willing to play softball at 2 p.m.
I'm just saying, you got people on shift that.
Yeah, but I mean, it couldn't.
Yeah, but you only need 9 on the field, right?
Mhm.
So,
And couldn't they recruit and say, well, my brother's gonna play and he's gonna represent?
Well, they also
fire
have the
department,"
police
or-
association
You know what I
and the
mean?
fire department association,
Yeah,
where you've got other family members. Who's
Right.
to say some of the women from both
Right.
sides aren't gonna
right,
play?
it doesn't have, they don't have to maybe necessarily be on the force, that they can be on the team and represent, you know?
Who's gonna bring Big Poppy?
What was that task?
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Do you want
If
to?
you build it, they will come.
Yeah. Do you want to connect with Tim about this concession stand again?
Yeah, I will.
And maybe
Yeah,
if they
and I'll
just
tell 'em I
understand
need-
that we're just trying to
Yeah,
like for
and I'll
food
just say I need a
vendors.
yay or a nay.
Yeah.
Not a.
And also find out if it's okay if we, you know, be there a little longer than, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because then I
Run
can,
it all
I can
by
roll back and talk to.
He may be able to answer that.
Yeah, so,
May
because
not,
maybe
but-
that's why some of these places aren't getting back to me, so if they say yeah, and then I can go back and start revisiting some of these food trucks, say, hey, by the way,
Yeah.
I contacted you, but this is new event, so,
Yeah.
you know.
You get 2 more hours or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to discuss?
I don't think so.
Oh, some good headway.
Okay.
Cool. My only other thought was, as we get closer, do you think we should maybe meet once a week?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably from. It's already March.
Yeah.
Well, probably April. We should go to once a week.
Just so we can,
And should we?
Well,
just-
yeah, let's just keep on the same page about that.
yeah.
Okay.
Where things are at, like, I think if once
As
we're
it
gaining
comes forth,
momentum.
we may say, hey,
Right.
we need
Yeah.
to meet once a week
Yeah.
type of thing.
And the
I think
people
we'll
who
know.
did respond
Yeah.
to the participation form, should we just kind of
We should acknowledge their
acknowledge
response.
their response, and say,
Yeah.
hey, we got your, definitely, we'll keep you in the loop, maybe get them, maybe to a
Yeah.
meeting at some point.
Mhm.
Mhm.
There was this
That
one
sounds good.
person who wants to do the 250th parade, but picked the 4th. So my thought was, should we recircle and say, hey,
Yeah.
you know,
Can we take that option off there? If
Yeah,
we're-
I can update
If we've
the form.
decided,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
because he wanted to do a float.
That's a
it sounded
good
like.
point.
It was
You don't have an
Captain,
option.
Captain John Knapp.
Well, because I don't want people to think too,
No,
like they
it's-
have to
right.
commit to the 27th, and
Yeah.
then
He
if
wanted
it
to do
gets
a float,
pushed,
but
it'll
he
be
put
the
down
4th. Maybe the 4th is a
so I don't
rain
know if that means
date,
he can't do
sure,
the other
but
date.
like,
But I think we should revisit
Well,
it.
I think it was a choice of the days. that
Yeah, he
when-
picked
when
the
she had
4th,
done
but he
it.
sounds like he wanted to do a float, so I think we should,
I would reach out and just say
say,
that.
hey, you know,
that
it's gonna be on the 27th.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can reach out to
Still
them.
do
Yeah.
it.
Mhm. Okay.
That's cool.
All right. Are we good? Everyone? Okay.
Thank you, Tony and
Yeah, thank you so much for
Mary.
coming.
We appreciate your input.
Yeah,
and
I
as-
appreciate your expertise.
Hoping we helped in some
Sure, we'll probably
way.
Yeah.
have some questions, so we might be reaching out,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Or you're welcome to come to our next one.
No.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. You can join our committee,
And we're
Sharing.
looking for someone who can do
but that's okay.
entertainment.
You can cut your teeth on this one,
Yeah.
okay? And get some experience, and then you can come join a real team.
I know.
I love the idea of that baseball, softball
Yeah.
game. I think
We're gonna
that
make
would
that
be
happen.
such a great ending
Yeah.
to the day.
I think it would be
I
awesome.
agree.
And I think, who doesn't love it? To see, you know. the
It
first
would be
responders
fun.
out there.
You're not out to, rah, rah, rah. You
No, it's
just
just a
have a
fun,
good time,
silly-
fun, and you get a
Yeah.
trophy. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get a trophy,
Yeah,
for sure.
you get a big trophy.
we didn't say it was going to be big.
That
We
will
said
really
we're going to
You
do
know,
it.
maybe you can make it like an
Yeah.
annual thing and almost have it like
Right.
like
The Stanley
the
Cup.
Stanley Cup, so
Yeah.
it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, who's gonna win the trophy this year? Who's gonna
Right.
get to hold the trophy in their
In
department?
that case,
Go to the
you
roof
get
of the
a trophy,
cruiser.
a nice trophy,
Yeah.
and you have like 4 or 5 plaques on it,
Oh,
so that
yeah.
they swap the trophy back and forth.
Yeah, right, yeah.
They don't keep it.
Yeah.
Right, they have to swap it back.
They have to
Right.
swap it back
Yeah.
I
and forth.
don't know, no,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
no.
She likes it.
competitive
When
side
you
of me
keep it.
really, really dislikes that idea.
You want to keep it forever.
Yeah, I earned that.
Yeah.
So
Either
my
way,
They
teammates
want a
weren't as
trophy
good the
case.
next year.
And they really got involved.
they're super reasonable for decent trophies.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
And that would be, they give them bragging rights for the year, you know
Yeah,
what I
well,
mean?
let's see what we can do to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's.
I don't-
If they
an
say
awesome
no,
idea.
you'll have
Yeah.
to think of who else could do the game. But
Yeah.
I really love, and I'd go after other towns too,
Yeah. We can think about that.
because they may think it's like, well, that could be cool. Let's go
Yeah,
beat
you-
this
you-
town.
Uxbridge is our, like our nemesis. So
Yeah.
you pick Uxbridge, you know.
No,
Our nemesis.
we don't have any nemesis. Is that a word?
Nemesis.
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 I don't know.
It'd just be a fun event. It would
Now I'll
just
get a
be.
phone
think
call
so.
from somebody from Uxbridge.
Do you guys want to make a motion to close?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Any
Second
objections?
that.
No, second.
Yeah.
Any objections?
No.
No. Meeting adjourned.